The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. They'll run on first down. Turner. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But when that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. they've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54. 54 Mike. Come this way. Here we go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Wentz again, rolling to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side, complete. That's Bell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, it's Mims. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3.
It's a
3rd play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Titans' 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Throwing is Hurts. And it's caught. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime.
Stephon Diggs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Stephon Diggs taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Lady.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And 2 yards to go.
Incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll find Lindsey here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Bell. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Titan football.
37-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
To Cooper Kupp. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
At the 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
56 is the mic. Yo. Forward, yo.
Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to number 33. 8 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 8. 2nd and 2.
At the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find Turner. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
The Ravens
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
28. Ravens 8.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shoot. Hey, 57.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. That catch good for only a couple. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
And 8. At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Right there, 56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Turner. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54, Mike 53, 57. Check 31.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's coming.
Another run by Lindsey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. It's just me and you. Man, 5-7. Mike, 54.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I know he ain't got it. 81. Right there.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you.
Wentz to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And the yard at the 6-yard line.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 74. That's going to be a long day. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw is Wentz. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Titans 42, Ravens 8.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big